Welcome to Taxonomy Online Mathematics. Once again, this is the second episode of the tuition on the topic algebraic expression. So we are taking multiplication and division. But we have to remember that multiplication will be making use of the laws of indices. When you are multiplying numbers of the same base, we add the exponent, as in am times an give us am plus what? N. Under multiplication, this must be at our fingertip because we'll be using it. Then in terms of division, we also have am divided by an. It becomes what? The subtraction of just the powers. So if this is right there with us, under this we are only multiplying, for example, we have 5x times what? 5x times 3x. If I'm asked to multiply this, now we are going to multiply the constant, in this term the coefficient. The coefficients together, then the variables together. I'll do that separately before we start doing it in the mind. So this is going to be 5 times 3, then x times what? X. The variables together, the constant together. Good. So this is going to be 15 x times x, a times a, exponent m, exponent n, power of 1, power of 1. So it's going to be x to the power 1 plus 1. And that will give us x to the power what? 2. Employing the law of what? Indices. We are multiplying the constant, which is the coefficient, together separately. Then the variable also multiply together. Then we employ the laws of what? Indices. So if I have example 2 to be if I'm asked to simplify this, 5x squared y times 4x y squared, I'm asked to simplify. You can see that this is just one term because of the multiplication, no addition or subtraction, so it's one term. Good. I am going to multiply 5 by 4 as the constant. I'm doing it step by step, but you can still do it from the mind directly. So this is going to be 5 times 4 in one bracket, then x squared times what? X. In another bracket, then y times what? Y squared. What am I doing? I am separating the terms. The term this time is not like terms, as in having the same power. You can see power of 2, power of 1. We are combining them. The multiplication is combining them all. So I'm only putting the variables of the same kind, regardless of their power, the same kind together, so that I can employ the law of indices. So this is going to be 20, as in this case. This is going to be x squared times x. Will just mean that we are going to add the powers. So that will be x to the power 3. Then this is going to be power of 1. Following this, I believe you also get what? Power of 3. So the answer to this is just going to be 20x cubed y cubed. I believe you are getting the concept. Right? Alright. What if we are asked to simplify, let's say 2a times 4ab times what? 3b. We have to simplify. There is no addition or subtraction to mean different terms. This is a completely one term combined together. So I am going to multiply. First number is 2, second number is 4, The third number is 3. All in that bracket. Then in this bracket, A times A in that bracket, because I have 2A, there's no A here. Then in this bracket, I have B times what? B. A times A. A is multiplied, so in one bracket, there's no B here, so B times B in this bracket. 3, 4, 2 in one bracket. So I believe this will give us 24, I guess. 6 times that 24. So 24, A times A will be A squared, as in A raised to the power 1 plus 1. There is a 1 here. So this also becomes B squared. So the answer is just 24A squared B squared. You see how simple it is? The multiplication doesn't have any difficulty at all. Just remember your law of indices. So in this, if I don't want to separate them, I can multiply them by saying in my mind 5 times 4, 20. Write it down. X squared times x. That will be x to the power 3. There are 3 of the x. 2 of them here. 1 is here, so the power increases. We are multiplying. Then y times y squared. There are 3 of them multiplying. Y times y times y. 3y. So y to the power 3. You go straight forward to your answer. I believe you've gotten it. Alright, let's take a question on the division and see how we can employ that. So let's see. 15y squared cube divided by 3y, as we did for the multiplication, taking the constant separately, variable separately. We can do same here to mean that 15 over 3 in 1. Then we have y to the power 3 over y in another. They are dividing, not multiplying. Good. So this is going to be 15 divided by 3 will give us what? 5. Then y squared divided by what? Y. The same base. The exponent is 1. Don't forget the law. am divided by an become am minus n. So since they are the same base that is dividing, we only subtract this 1 from this to give us y what? Squared. So easy, right? You are only taking the constant separately, the variable separately, employing the law of indices. Alright. 2. This is going to be 16 divided by 2 in one bracket. A exponent 3 over A in another bracket. The third bracket will be B squared B. Taking the term one by one. Constant, variable A together, variable B together. So in this case, if I divide 16 by 2, I will end up getting what? 8. Then in case of this is power of 1. So I subtract it from there to give me 2. So A exponent 2. This is power of 2, power of 1. 2 minus 1, 1. So B exponent what? 1. So simple. Right? Good. Then let's see the third one. Minus 14 over 7 in one bracket, as in case of this. Then we take what? X to the power 3. Then only x. We are taking what? Y. Don't forget that y to the power 2, y to the power 2. So that is what we will get. Negative 14 divided by 7. I got it to be negative 2, right? So negative 2. This is going to be x to the power 3. 3x times x divided by x. One of them will cancel. We left what? X squared. So x squared, y squared divided by y squared, meaning y squared minus 2. I believe that is 0. So we get 1. 1 times 2 still remain negative 2. So your answer is just minus 2x squared. You're with me? Good. Then pause the video on this. 24m to the power cube n squared divided by 4mn. Try and see if you can get the answer. I believe you'll be getting something like, what do you get? 6m squared n. Try it. 6m squared n. Let's see if you get that. Then let me have that on the comment section. If you have seen this video, comment your answer below. Then I'll be right there to pin it there for you. Alright, so this is multiplication and division of what? Algebraic expression. And the multiplication, this is not the only way. We can also multiply by opening bracket, that is using the distributive property, or multiplying brackets that are squared. That will be in the next episode. So see you in the next episode. The channel still remain Taxonomy Online Mathematics. Share, subscribe, like this video, and comment your thoughts. We are into this together. We learn together. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.